here. For this video, I'm going to discuss two different loadouts for a Slaughter Master for the Ogre Kingdom. The first will be the best loadout for magic, and the second will be focused more for close combat, as with some magic. This will be based on 2,000 point game, because I've never played anything higher than that, and it's just kind of me discussing what I know and what I like. So let's look at the basic stats for a Slaughter Master. Okay, so the Slaughter Master is the Lord choice in the Ogre Kingdom's army book. He comes in a 250 point standard, and he comes pre-equipped with just a hand weapon. No armour, nothing, just a hand weapon. Special rules is he causes fear, he has the Ogre charge, he's immune to poison, and he's a level 3 wizard. And it's all, most of that is kind of normal stuff that you get with an Ogre, except for the immune to poison, and obviously the wizard. Immune to poison isn't too important, but it's nice to have. Okay, so let's look at the difference between a Slaughter Master and a normal Ogre Warrior. Your standard Ogre Warrior comes in a toughness 4. This guy has toughness 5. He has 1 more initiative, initiative 3. He has 2 extra wounds with 5 wounds. And he's leadership 8, which I think could be a bit higher, but it's 1 higher than a normal Ogre. And you get to take 100 points of magic items with this guy, which is the most important thing. And that's what I'm going to discuss now. Okay, so first off, this is for the magic with your Ogre Slaughter Master. First off, I would upgrade him to level 4 caster, which comes in a cost of 35 points. Well worth it. Getting with that extra level, I think, is a necessity. And next is the 100 points worth of magic items. I fully used 100 points and only on 2 items, but the 2 that I think can be the most useful if you're going very strong magic based. And this is first one is the Hellheart. The Hellheart is from the Ogre Kingdom army book, and it comes in at 50 points, and it's a 1 use only. Before I say what this does, I kind of recommend sticking your Slaughter Master in the 2nd rank of a unit, a big unit of Iron Guts maybe to keep him protected, and get that unit into close combat with a strong wizard, a caster, maybe a vampire lord, any wizard high level that you want to destroy. So what this does is when your opponent rolls for his winds of magic, immediately after that you roll a d6 and multiply it by 5. So if you roll a 4, you multiply that by 5, that's 20. And anyone in between 20 inches will have to roll on the miscast table. Any enemy wizards within that 20 inches will have to roll on the miscast table. So I think this is why you have to get into close combat, or maybe get right in the middle of 2 wizards or something, in between 2 groups, and keep your Slaughter Master nice and secure in the 2nd rank, and it should work out pretty good. Maybe you could get unlucky if you get like the big Templar one and you're so close, but apart from that, it's good. So that comes in at 50 points. Could come in really handy in a good situation. Okay, so the second magic item I recommend is Grud's Sickle, and that's another item from the Ogre Army Kingdom book. And it's a very good item for boosting spells. So at the start of your Ogre magic phase, a single wound is inflicted on a unit that the Slaughter Master is in. There's no armor save against this. I think it's done as if it's like a shooting attack, and there's no armor save against it, so it's 1 wound taken straight away. But for the rest of your spells, your Slaughter Master has a +2 casting on all his spells. So if you have this and a level 4 caster, like a level 4 Slaughter Master, it's going to be 6+. And then with the Lord Tribute from the Great Maw, if you chose to use that, after the first spell, you get +1. And that'll immediately give you a +7 towards all your spells, which is like brilliant. Like you'll use very little dice, maybe use more, so your opponent won't be able to dispel it, and it's really good. But at the end of the magic phase, you have to roll 2d6, and if you get a double 1, the caster is completely dead. So unless you're really unlucky with dice rolls, I'd recommend this one if you're like want to go magic strong. And yeah, it's 50 points is a bit dear, and these 2 items do use up your full 100 points worth of magic items. But I think if you want to go magic strong, highly recommended these 2. Okay, so that wraps up the 100 points of magic items that are taken with them. If none of them take your fancy, I recommend taking the Crown of Command for 35 points. This makes your Slaughter Master and any unit he has joined stubborn, which means they get to use their unmodified leadership whenever they have to take it, when it has to be modified. So altogether, with just the 2 items for 50 points, that adds up to 285. including the 35 points to make him a level 4 caster. If you have points spare, I recommend taking an Iron Fist, or you could take an extra weapon for 2 points and a great weapon for 10 points. 10 points is in the FAQ for the great weapon, it's not in the army book. So that wraps up the Slaughtermaster magic setup. Look out for part 2 where I go through the setting up of a Slaughtermaster more as a close combat character than just a magic powerhouse. To try to balance it a bit if you want to use him as your general as well, and keep him good and survivable against any close combat army. So thanks for looking at this video. Comment below, subscribe if you like, and hit that like button. It's a lot of help. And this is Spuns Murphy. Thanks for watching and happy wargaming.